So, WWE TLC 2013 is coming up, and I'm not gonna really get into a shouting war on this video, but I really think that WWE could have done better for their last pay per view of the year. Um, if I had to say, the one pay per view of this year that I really liked it was the Royal Rumble when The Rock came back and won the WWE Championship. That was the only pay per view that really caught my attention. But um, every other pay per view from 2013 has not been worth $60. And I don't care what fan out there get mad about it or complain, saying that yeah it's worth it, yeah it's worth it. No, it's not. Come on, come on, wrestling fans, YouTube viewers, whoever watched this video, come on, come on, old school WWE fans. This pay per view is not worth $60. Just like the last pay per view. Just like the last pay per view ahead of that one. As me, as James Green, that's my last name. And I just don't know why WWE is like this, man. Um, Here you got WWE TLC, where everybody know what happened in Survivor Series. And now you got an undisputed title match with two people who don't deserve to be in the spotlight, and John Cena and Randy Orton. Oh man, um, oh, let me get a chance to think about what I'm gonna say, because this match is totally not worth it. What for? Why? Why are we going through this? The WWE to me is it's just lifeless. It just feel like a dead corpse. That's what it feel like. So you coming off TLC of a Survivor Series, right? And you got another pay per view coming up in TLC. Why couldn't you make TLC better than Survivor Series? Instead, you throw us this garbage. Uh, Biggie Langston and Damian Sandow for the Intercontinental Championship. Then you got Bray Wyatt and the Wyatt family versus Daniel Bryan. Natalia Neidhart versus AJ Lee. CM Punk and by himself versus the Shield. And then you get to the main event with two chumps who like to hog the spotlight and fighting for the undisputed championship. We all know John Cena gonna win this match. We already know John fucking Cena is gonna win this match. And it just irritates me so much that WWE keep giving this dude championship after championship after championship. I'm frustrated, y'all. I am really frustrated. I am really irritated. Like a fly on me. Like a fly keep buzzing on me. Bzzz. This WWE, I don't know, but I had just watched the end of Raw this Monday, and I really don't pay attention to it. This segment between John Cena and Randy Orton was so boring. And Stephanie McMahon kept saying that Triple H was like he kept naming all the champions, and Stephanie kept going, and Triple H. Like Triple H was better than Stone Cold and Hulk Hogan and The Rock. But then, okay, Stephanie McMahon was talking about the great champions. And here go Randy Orton talking about, I'm better than all of them. Dude, you is not better than Stone Cold. You're not better than Hulk Hogan. You're not better than The Rock. How in the hell, in the audacity, is you gonna sit there on live TV and say you better than them people of the past? Come on, Randy Orton. You cannot. You couldn't even lay Stone Cold Steve Austin boots. If Stone Cold Steve Austin was on the opposite side of that contract signing, Stone Cold Steve Austin would have been like this. Hey son, you think you're better than Stone Cold? Take that little stupid belt off. Look at Stone Cold Steve Austin. Look at Stone Cold's eyes. If you think you're going to TLC this Sunday night and you think you're going to beat Stone Cold Steve Austin in the middle of the ring, and you got another thing coming, son. What Stone Cold Steve Austin going to do is roll in to TLC, stomp a mud hole in your sorry ass, and walk out undisputed champion. Stone Cold Steve Austin don't like you. Look at Stone Cold when Stone Cold's talking to you. Look at Stone Cold Steve Austin. You think this is a game? Stone Cold Steve Austin is going to stomp these world's most biggest mud hole in your sorry little ass. Triple H, stop looking at Stone Cold like that. You're looking at Stone Cold Steve Austin like you want to do something. Stone Cold Steve Austin whipped your ass before, and Stone Cold will do it again. See, that's how serious Stone Cold Steve Austin was. I might not be able to sound like him, but Stone Cold was a serious cat, man. And these two just, man, I just can't feel a connection, man. I just want seriousness to wrestling back. In a lot of ways, I think the WWE tried to copy off Avengers of 2001 when we had the Undisputed Championship match between The Rock, Kurt Angle, Chris Jericho, and Stone Cold, and The Rock, and Chris Jericho had beat Stone Cold, Steve Austin, and The Rock in the same night, thanks to Booker T and Vince McMahon. You know, and WWE can't duplicate this. They can't duplicate Vengeance. There is no way that you can come back years later and duplicate this pay per view. Now let me count how many matches we got on the card. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 matches. On Vengeance in 2001, we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 matches. I thought, okay, when WWE used to do pay per views, I thought it was supposed to be more than 5 matches on the card now. Man, that sucks, man. It really does. I remember pay per views to be loaded with matches. I don't think WWE can duplicate what they did in 2001, so they need to just stop trying to. John Cena is not going to put the U in Undisputed. Because you know what, John Cena, he sucks. I'm tired of this corny ass motherfucker disgracing the wrestling world. What can we do, people? Just sign the protest in 2014. Can we sign the protest, the anti-Cena protest? It's getting to a point where I'm dead serious. I'm not playing here. It's getting to a point where it's just giving me such a fucking headache to even think that. You know what this card makes me want to do? Throw up. It really makes me want to puke. How could you come up with a pay per view card like this? What's the excuse for WWE to come up with a pay per view card as bad as this one? Let me go back to this. We had Stone Cold Steve Austin and Chris Jericho. We had Stone Cold Steve Austin versus Kurt Angle. We had The Rock versus Chris Jericho. We had Trish Stratus versus Jacqueline for the Women's Championship. The Hardcore Championship was on the line. Rob Van Dam took on The Undertaker. The Dudley Boys fought Big Show and Kane. Jeff Hardy fought Matt Hardy, and Lita was the special guest referee. Intercontinental Championship, Edge versus William Regal. Scotty 2 Hotty and Albert versus Texas Christian. And then we go to this. Look at the difference. Come on, guys. Come on, wrestling fans. Look at the damn difference in these two pay-per-view cards. This is totally unacceptable. It really is unacceptable for you to put on a pay-per-view card like this. And when you just came off of your worst pay-per-view of the year, it's Survivor Series. Then you're going to throw us, well, not me, because I'm not a fan anymore. You're going to throw the so-called fans this kind of junk. Nobody in their right minds wants to sit up and pay $60 and put it on their AT&T bills, their Charter Communication bills, their Comcast bills, on their DirecTV and their Dish Network bills. You think you want to? I would rather watch all of my TV programs than to have my cable being turned off than spending my $60 on this pay-per-view. You know, there is additional charges going on pay-per-views because they already, the companies already cheat you anyway. They add extra taxes onto your bill. And you think that I'm going to sit up and order this pay-per-view. I do not want to see this pay-per-view. Yes, I went over to my friend's house to watch this pay-per-view. We had nachos, we had pizza, we had all kind of stuff. We had soda. We sit back and we relaxed. We had the basement set up. It was just fun. We had candy. We just sat back and we just had so much fun that night in 2001. But this is just unacceptable for WWE to treat fans like this and get them this kind of shitty ass pay-per-view. I come from the old school, baby. And our pay-per-views was much better than this. The WWE, you're going to start 2014 bullshitting and coming into a new year with this stupid ass shit, man. Fuck the WWE.